I am back from Suzhou. I enjoyed my trip. It was a great learning experience, and this is what I have to share. Now, the company, I will just call them WiseTech. It has got a very long name. I don't want to be fumbling whilst mentioning the name, so the company is called WiseTech. I had an amazing welcome. I got there, and on the screen at the reception was there, "Welcome to Daniel E. Talks to WiseTech." It was just amazing. I did not expect that. That was probably the first welcome I've had in a company, and I felt like a diplomat, which I'm going to be someday. Now, the company is an automation company. They specialize in automating processes within an organization. They help organizations to automate their processes to make them obviously more efficient and also to increase their bottom lines. Now, there's that school of thought that automation means higher costs. Indeed, it means higher costs, but it also means higher returns on investments and faster payback period. That's a whole discussion we will have later. Great. Now, this company is ISO 9001 certified. Their standards are up there. What that means is that you can be guaranteed that whatever they produce meets international standards. And that is why they produce for organizations like Panasonic and like Google and like Apple. So, and they don't produce finished products for them. They produce components for them that they use in making their finished products. And that is just amazing. So this company, with all its experience, was approached by the provincial authorities, that is the authorities within Jiangsu Province, and they were asked to use their ingenuity to develop an equipment that can be used to produce masks on a large scale. Now, they have the knowledge in some of these. In fact, the CEO was very sincere with me, and he told me, look, this is our first time producing mask machines, but they have the experience in producing other machines. So they transfer that knowledge, look at what other machines look like on the market, and they develop their own. So the automated machine that they produce is amazing. I have explored the machines that are used to make masks on the Chinese market, and I must be sincere with you, it's amazing. When I heard the price of this machine initially, I thought, it must be a little bit expensive. I mean, it's probably twice or three times the price of what the others are using. But this is an ISO 9001 company, certified company, so their standards are always to the roof, and I was blown away. Now, this machine makes between 90 to 100 masks per minute. That translates into 5,400 or 6,000 masks per 1 hour per hour. That is amazing. 6,000 masks per hour. That is a lot. Now, translate that into 10 hours of working. If you want to do 18 hours running shifts, translate that into hours times 10 hours. That is 60,000 masks. You are looking at huge numbers. And the beautiful thing about this equipment that I saw was that in the production of these, this quantity, 6,500, 5,400, 5,600, 6,000 masks per hour, you only need about 3 people around the machine. So 1 person or 2 people just feed the machine with the raw materials, and maybe 1 or 2 people just stand around to make sure that the masks flow smoothly through the conveyor belts. And the machine just packs, the masks, in a very orderly manner in the end, which most machines that I saw earlier on do not do. Now, what the CEO told me, which really intrigued me, was that some organizations have actually, instead of buying masks, have bought the machine. These are huge organizations, obviously, have bought the machine and are producing the mask themselves. Now, this will be turning to another line of business after the COVID-19 is over. But if they translate the cost of buying masks on the market and the quality they might get, which is not standard, when you compare or when you weigh those costs against the cost of purchasing the machine, it actually makes more sense for them to purchase the machine and purchase the raw material, which is far cheaper for them than to be consistently buying probably inferior quality mask on the market. Now, isn't that amazing? Now, that is a model that some organizations can adopt. Now, it's not a lot of investment initially. Now, what really excited me, I asked them, in most parts of Africa, we produce our own fabrics. We may not have the melt-blown fabric, which should be in the middle, or the non-woven, which should be at the top and the bottom. We do not have the technology to produce those things. So can we use our own fabrics, like cotton, whatever fabric we want to use, can we use those fabrics? He said, yes. The answer is yes. However, they will need samples to feed the machine and align it in such a way that it goes so smoothly. So that is the good news that I want to bring to the doorsteps of our leaders in Africa, that not every company is able to produce ISO 9000 certified equipment. And this company, to make it even more interesting, is ready to partner with me to bring 1 or 2 people here into China, and then we will train them on how to service these machines and to maintain these machines for clients who are going to purchase them. So I'm very much in favor of Africa industrializing, but one of the things that I quickly came to realize was that we cannot industrialize without technology. We do not have the full knowledge to develop this technology to industrialize the way we want to. We are fighting for African unity, we are fighting for African liberation, and guess what? There is a part of the world that knows that, look, we can support them to make this happen. My role here in front of you on your screens right now is to let you know that African unity and African independence and African economic independence is possible, but we need to tap into the knowledge of people who have gone ahead of us. Otherwise, we will make mistakes that we shouldn't make, and our fight for independence, economic independence, will become a curse. Now, this is what I have to offer. This company is ready to train people on how to maintain. This is a company that was welcoming and sees the future. And this is a company that is willing to share knowledge. So I'm here before you to say that if you are interested in this machine, please contact me. I'm putting my email down here. Please contact me and let's talk business. Whatever fabrics you want to use, just be sure that you can get consistent supply of those fabrics. It's very, very important. It's very important that you can get consistent supply of those fabrics or raw materials you want to use for the masks. Whatever fabric you choose, make sure it's consistent. And I know that in Ghana and in some parts of Africa, we have our own textile making companies. This is going to create a lot of business for them. I appreciate that there are lots of jobs that have been created that are handling and using their physical hands to touch the mask. It's job creation, but can we scale up? Can we scale up without it necessarily affecting space? Without it necessarily increasing cost in a way that we will not get returns immediately? So this is my proposition, and there is more to be discussed. Send me an email. This is good news for some people. This is not so good news for some people, and I understand very well that for some people this is not so good news. But I am looking at the big picture, and I think that if we want to produce our own masks in Ghana, we have to do it the industrial way. And the industrial way is not getting 500 people in a space and giving them fabrics to work with their hands. The industrial way is getting an efficient equipment or tool that can produce thousands, quality, standard, international standard, that we can yield maximum returns from. So this is my proposition. If you're interested, once again, please send me that email now and enjoy the rest of your day. Thank you. Ciao.